Oh, there we are. What do I have now?
Hi, Mom.
She totally looks like she wants to kill you.
With
With
love.
love.
She's
claws.
purring.
She is? She is purring. Hi.
I mean, she's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, we're back. Eyes are getting
Okay.
squinty. So,
Okay.
hey, internet web world peoples.
Hey, guys.
If you haven't been in Dayton, Ohio lately, whoosh, that's what it's been like for the last 4 days. Rainy, rainy, rainy.
April showers bring May flowers.
Fair, but we're in May. And the grass is beautiful green, which is lovely.
So we are going live to talk to you guys actually about hosting an exchange student, the application, the hosting, and other adventures that all fall into that category. If you guys don't know, Jeremy and I have applied to be a host family for a foreign exchange student. So first we want to talk to you guys just about the process. So this is how it started.
So we are at the YMCA. We're going to go do our morning workout. We walk in, door opens. We go check in. We go over here. We're walking towards play care. And the lady's like, hey, have you guys ever thought about hosting an exchange student?
That conversation ever has come up between us. Like, out of all the things we've talked about, never, like, you want to host a foreign exchange student?
Hey, you know, I was thinking we should do some chicken for dinner, and we should pick up a foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just random, and we both looked at each other and we're like, no, we haven't.
No, I can't say we have.
Yeah. Like, well, here's some information. It's really cool.
So I guess my first question for you guys is, have you ever considered hosting a foreign exchange student?
That's a good question. Why not?
So, so pretty much, she asked us, we filled out the paperwork just for some more information, no big deal. And then we went and did our workout, and then we probably had like a 10-minute conversation about this, and we decided like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Like, it'd be different, new, fun, and exciting.
We're kind of like renting a high schooler.
Right. I kind of feel like, genuinely though, I know that like a lot of people dislike how decisions come up sometimes, especially if you don't give them a lot of thought. But I genuinely believe like the best decisions that we've made are decisions where it's like a 10-minute quick conversation, like getting married or getting engaged or moving in or like.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to do this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Yeah. So that's kind of how the conversation went between us. And then so next thing she did is email us, brief things just about how to actually start our profile in the process of applying for this foreign exchange student. The service.
Well, hold on 1 second. Today is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, because we all love our condiments. That was a joke. I know it's Cinco de Mayo. It's a great day for. It's not Mexican. It's not Mexican independence, but it was a very important battle. It was the last time a European nation invaded the North American continent.
Fun fact.
Yeah, absolutely. But today's May 5th. We have to have everything done by May 19th. So think about it when we cover what we're going to talk about, right? We've got about 14 days to get all this stuff done.
Right. Which there is many different companies and agencies that you can work with. But like our agency has a pretty firm cutoff date of what I understand of May 15th to get everything that you need for your foreign exchange student to come to you mid-August. So here's just like a brief thing about the company that we are using. We are using FYU, which is this amazing company. Like I said, there's different companies and agencies. They all have different application processes and things like that.
It's Youth for Understanding.
Yeah.
And they give you the initial brochures, just this little thing right here.
Yeah. Just all that paperwork, no big deal.
Yeah.
So
thorough much?
So they have 3 or 4 different programs. The one that is the most popular, the most typical, is your classic foreign exchange student. They come to you mid-August, and then they stay with you for about 11 months until the end of June. And then they go to school wherever you live. So, for us, they would go just to like a community school, except for we had a little hiccup in that, which we'll talk more about that later. So, yeah, they come, at the end of August, and they stay until the end of June, and then they're essentially your kid. They celebrate holidays with you. They go to church with you if your family goes to that. There is a couple things that like a couple like normal rules I feel like normal people would know, but just so you guys know,
you have to give them 3 meals a day.
You have to give them 3 meals a day. You have to give them a bedroom, a place to study, and a common area plus a bathroom with working water. So it's really interesting as we're going through this application. They're like, do you have running water in your home? And it's like,
do you have electricity? Do you have, and we're going, what kind of home would not have these things?
Right, which is a little crazy.
Yeah, if they've got some sort of rule around it, suggests that somebody did something stupid and they had to like do corrective action. So somebody thought, hey, we're going to get slave labor. Oh, if you own a home-based business, the foreign exchange student cannot work in your home-based business.
Right. The foreign exchange student, they cannot drive because they do not have a driver's license.
Nope.
They cannot work here either part-time or full-time. They're here as to be like a normal, typical American high school student, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So no working. Another thing is they asked if the foreign exchange student could smoke in her house, and obviously the answer was no. And
if in their country they're allowed to drink, that's nice for them, but they're in this country, they're too young to drink.
Right, so no drinking. And then what else was in there? They come with their own health insurance, which is nice, and they also come with their own allowance, right? Yeah. Which, like, the expense really for us is providing room and board and
just extra
transportation,
food, water,
and
gas.
Right. Yeah. So like their allowance may cover like a prom dress, or it might cover meals out with friends, or just things like I feel like your normal kids would probably pay with their allowance with. So
cats.
Yeah.
Love you.
So that is, I guess, some of the frequently asked questions.
Yeah, the application itself is fairly thorough. That we are going to have to go through a federal background check as the next step. Mm-hmm. We have to take pictures of the entire house, where they will be living and sleeping, common areas. They're going to have somebody come out and inspect the home. They will also have several meetings throughout the year with the student. Oh, we have to give them access to the internet and help them to get a cell phone that works here in the U.S. so they can also make calls back to their home country. We're going to have some meetings with other host families so we kind of get our bearings and get some ideas of what to expect. Just talking with somebody in the martial arts school who has hosted, expect homesickness about a month and a half in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when really I feel like the application process is so thorough, but for me as a mom, this is like what I feel like I would be most comfortable with, especially sending my kids somewhere for like 11 plus months.
Right.
So it's really nice that, they take pictures, they have people that come out once a month, they're doing check-ins. Mm-hmm. And then really after you fill out the application, after the background check, that's when I feel like the fun part comes in. And the fun part is they have, a database. Yeah, they have a database of over 700 children that are actually waiting to be placed with host families. Mm-hmm. And for us, we probably scrolled through. It probably took like a half an hour to get 2 or 3 different children that we were like, oh, they could be a really good fit. Yeah.
The part of the energy for us to want to do this is we both wanted to be exchange students when we were in high school, and just the opportunity didn't present itself. Time and tide, as they say. So wouldn't it be great if we could get on the other side and we could provide an environment for someone to have this experience? And then we're thinking, well, what accent do we want here in the house? Because the kids are going to start they're basically going to get a big brother, big sister for a year. So what accent do we want? What country would we like to have a contact to go visit in the future? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool looking at growing our network nationally, internationally, and going, oh, well, hey, let's get someone who's going to be fun and interesting, and they're going to have a great experience here, but then that relationship's going to go forward in time, let's go visit them. That'd be cool.
Right. And then also in the profiles, it says what the student wants out of their experience, whether they, want to live in a city, whether they want to live in the suburbs, whether they want to experience different types of weather. One profile that really stood out to us was the student wants to experience snow, which here in Ohio, it can be hit or miss, but we go skiing at least once a year. So we can guarantee at least one visit of snow.
Yeah. He's from Brazil, so and I've actually got some contacts in country in a couple different places: Sao Paulo, Fortaleza, Rio. So because of the Kung Fu family, we've got people. We may know someone or be near him, that kind of stuff. So we have a way to maintain that relationship in the future as well.
Yeah. And then there were a couple people where we just read the profiles and we're like, no, this really wouldn't be a good fit. A great example of this is one of the students has been playing piano since he was 4 and can't imagine going a day without playing piano.
We don't own a piano.
We don't have a piano in our house. And like everybody's just like, oh, we could get a keyboard. And I kind of feel like, I feel like
how about we get somebody
like a step down.
How about we get that kid in a house where they actually have a piano and they love playing piano.
Right.
I mean, I like piano. But
or like maybe they have like a sibling that they could do piano lessons with versus Evie. I mean, she's 2, she's not doing piano lessons.
No.
Another really great one that I feel like wasn't a great fit was like the students who are more bookwormy, who like are, you know, like their perfect Saturday afternoon is just chilling at the house, reading books or watching TV or video games.
Right.
We're not that we're like a super outgoing family, but I mean,
we're
like
super active, but
like
we are active.
Weekends are kind of like, yeah, when we go do like adventures and stuff. And I just don't want to get somebody who's just like, oh, I just want to stay at home. And like, you know, we're just not really creating those magic moments with them.
Now let's go do stuff.
So yeah, so the process, and so after you pick out your kid, then the process goes a little bit in depth more, you know, the person comes out and, you know,
you
decides.
Can start, yeah, and you can start, once you get approved and they've done the inspections and stuff, you can start emailing the kids,
Right. You can start building that relationship.
Right.
They also ask you like, you know, where, like, what's the nearest city? They ask you like so many different questions. And honestly, it's just trying to get a good gauge of what your house is like and
your
what the community is like, what your lifestyle is like.
Yeah, they ask what's the neighborhood like, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think we've covered kind of the idea there.
Yeah, I think we've covered pretty much everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
So moving forward, so here's the one hiccup that we have had. So in our application process, we picked out a kid that we thought was really going to be awesome for us. So the student actually has to go to school in the community that you're in, or or the school district that you're in.
And unfortunately, our local school district
is actually full.
They've hit their quota for how many exchange students they're going to accept.
Yeah.
Well, farts.
Yeah.
However, there's a private school that he could go to. It's only $10,000 a year. But the student's family would pay for that if that's something that they want to do. So there is a pool of people who'd be willing to pay for private school as well. So then it falls to us to go, okay, logistically, we just got to get him to and from school, whether it's us driving him personally, we arrange carpooling, Uber, or something. We've got to make that happen.
I don't know if you can Uber your kid to school.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That wasn't on the application.
Well, I mean, it's new technology, so they might not be with the times. Oh! Whoa!
Poor Merlin.
The blind cat just tried to jump on our lap.
Oh, and he missed the chair. I mean, he was like,
he missed
here's
the
chair. Here's Merlin.
Boom.
Oh.
Come here, kid.
He's like, I just want love.
He's like, it's time for my rubbies. What are you guys doing?
So there was, like I said, a couple of kids that we, you know, factored in that would be great fits. But if they can't go to a tuition-free school, like a community school, then they're not obviously the right kid at the right time right now.
Right. So the person that we're working with is looking for a couple of other students that might be able to do the private school thing. And then we got to see if the private school has space.
And then after we see if the private school has space, then we decide what student would be a great fit for our family. Because I don't know, I just feel like there's a part of me, I just really want to be like very thorough and very upfront and very decisive about the person that we get, because they are going to be spending 11 months with us.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a long time.
It is. And we want to make sure that it's a good gel between them and us, and getting a chance to take them around the country. You know, we're going to go to Chicago. We'll probably end up
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we'll go to
Disney
Milwaukee.
World. That's a goal.
Yeah, possibly go
Taking
to Disney.
them to Disney World.
That'd be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So Kings Island during the summer.
Roller coasters.
Yeah, I mean, so we want to give them some really cool experiences. Go hiking out in like Glen Helen and John Bryant State Parks, which are nearby.
So we just wanted to tell you, let's wrap up this video, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So have you thought about hosting a foreign exchange student?
Yes, let us know in the comments below. And like I said, there are many different other companies and agencies that you can work with. This is just the one that was local to our community.
It's backwards. You have to reverse it in your brain.
Yeah, it's FYU.
Which is Youth for Understanding, intercultural exchange programs. And they've got students from the Middle East, Southeast Asia.
70 countries.
Yeah, Europe, South America.
And then they also do have, like, we are going to do their most popular typical program, which is the foreign exchange student hosting over 11 months. They do have as short as 2 or 3 months for over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
They have kids who maybe want to go to community college around here. So maybe like, you know, a 14 to 18-year-old isn't exactly the right age for you. Maybe you want somebody who's like between 19 and 23. That's always an option too.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about the application process, what we've been going through, and then moving forward. So obviously, you guys, as our YouTube community, we're going to tell you like every single step of the way, because as the parenting program, we are now going to be able to parent a teenager, which is like really, really cool. And, you know, it's going to be such a different experience. It's going to be such a learning curve. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be really cool.
Adventures.
It's going to be like this amazing 11-month training for us, I feel like.
Yeah. And I looked at the video. It's actually, this is not backwards. It's backwards to us right now recording it, but it's actually forward to you guys, which is awesome. See, right there? It's awesome.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I have another laptop up so I can watch our video while we're doing it, because I muted it so it doesn't echo.
Yeah, so we will keep you guys, you know,
posted
all throughout this process.
Absolutely. And you can also give this video a like. We will put comments in, and then you can get notifications and you'll know what's going on.
Yep, always make sure to hit the red subscribe button, because we're cool people, and this is like...
Your life will be richer for it, let's just be honest.
Yes. Okay, let's call it a day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Yep, see
It's
ya.
Friday.
We're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 2. Boom. We're like the coolest people ever. Okay, bye.
Nerds.